Hello students, you all are welcome to Math Mahamantra where number speaks, logic rules and the concept becomes crystal clear. Previous session में angle between two straight lines when slopes of the straight lines are given कैसे निकाला गया है इस बारे में डिटेल डिस्कशन किया गया था और इस सेशन में जो एंगल का फॉर्मूला प्रीवियस सेशन में डिराइव किया गया था उससे रिलेटेड कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स को कैसे सॉल्व किया जा सकता है इस बारे में डिस्कस किया जाएगा। तो प्रीवियस सेशन में आप देखे हैं कि दो लाइन था L1 एंड L2, θ1 एंड θ2 क्या था? द इंक्लिनेशंस ऑफ दिस टू लाइंस। ओके, तो दो लाइन का बीच में दो टाइप का एंगल फॉर्म हुआ है, वन इज थीटा एंड अदर इज अल्फा। इसमें से कोई एक एक्यूट एंगल हो सकता है तो दूसरा ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल होगा। तो इसका फॉर्मूला क्या था? tan थीटा इज इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस m2 माइनस m1 बाई 1 प्लस m1 इंटू m2। ओके, थीटा एंड अल्फा का रिलेशन क्या था? थीटा प्लस अल्फा इज इक्वल टू 180 डिग्री। दैट मीन्स दे आर सप्लीमेंट्री टू ईच अदर, एक दूसरे का संपूरक है। और एक कंडीशन क्या था? दोनों स्ट्रेट लाइन का स्लोप से रिलेटेड जो इंक्लिनेशन था θ1 एंड θ2, क्योंकि थीटा एक्यूट या ऑब्ट्यूज कुछ भी हो सकता है तो इसमें एक रेस्ट्रिक्शन फॉलो होना बहुत जरूरी है, दैट इज 1 प्लस m1 into m2 should not be equal to 0. This is very important restrictions. थीटा क्या है? थीटा एक्यूट और ऑब्ट्यूज। तो ये तो क्लियर था। जब भी आप प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे, अगर मेंशन नहीं है प्रॉब्लम में, तो दो लाइन जिसका स्लोप गिवन है उसका बीच का एंगल को एक्यूट एंगल ही माना जाता है। अर्थात दो एंगल होता है, एक ऑब्ट्यूज एंड एक एक्यूट, तो उसमें से स्मॉलर कौन है? एक्यूट एंगल। तो एक्यूट एंगल का ही माना जाता है, राइट? तो इस रिलेशन को मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूं? इफ थीटा इज एक्यूट एंगल तो tan थीटा will always be positive. That means it will be written as mod of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2। ओके, मॉड्यूलस के बारे में प्रीवियस सेशन में मैं डिस्कस किया था, थोड़ा सा दोबारा डिस्कस करना चाहता हूं कि अगर मैं लिखता हूं प्लस माइनस 4, इसका मॉड्यूलस क्या होगा? दैट इज इक्वल टू 4। मॉड्यूलस मीन्स एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू। एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू मीन्स which is always positive. Okay, that means प्लस 4 का मॉड्यूलस इज इक्वल टू माइनस 4 का मॉड्यूलस एंड दैट इज इक्वल टू 4। ओके, अगर मैं लिखता हूं कोई भी एक अननोन क्वांटिटी है x, इसका मॉड्यूलस अगर 3 है तो व्हाट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ x? This will be plus minus 3. Okay, clear? So, modulus, if you take the modulus of any number, it may be positive or negative, the result will always be positive. Okay, so because theta is acute angle, so it will lie in the first quadrant of the Cartesian coordinate system. So tan theta will always be positive. Therefore, we have used modulus. Okay, clear? Condition क्या है कि 1 plus m1 into m2 should not be equal to 0, right? तो in this context ये भी आप लर्न किए हैं कि if case 1 L1 is parallel to L2 तो क्या होगा? Theta will be equal to 0, that is tan theta will be 0. So if you put 0 here, then what will you get? That is m2 is equal to m1. Arthat, this is the condition of parallelism between two straight lines. If straight lines are parallel, their slope will be equal. Okay? This is a very important concept. You have to remember this. Another case क्या था? If L1 is perpendicular to L2, अगर ये दो स्ट्रेट लाइन एक का साथ दूसरा परपेंडिकुलर होगा, then what will be theta between them? It will be 90 degree. Then what will be tan theta? Tan theta will be tan 90, that is infinity. Infinity means any number divided by 0. अर्थात अगर tan थीटा इंफिनिटी होगा तो इसका डिनोमिनेटर क्या है? 1 प्लस m1 m2. 1 प्लस m1 m2 should be equal to 0. That means what? m1 into m2, that is equal to -1. So this is the condition of perpendicularity between two lines. So to solve problems related to angle between two straight lines, this formulas you have to remember. Okay, चलिए चलते हैं कि इस फॉर्मूला का यूज करके कैसे डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व किया जाता है. ओके, सो दिस इज प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? स्लोप्स ऑफ टू लाइन्स आर -1/3 and 3. फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन देम. ओके, तो गिवन क्या है? देयर आर टू स्ट्रेट लाइन्स. एक का स्लोप से m1 that is equal to -1/3 and slope of another is say m2 that is equal to 3. ओके, तो क्योंकि एंगल निकालना है तो मैं बोला हूं इफ नॉट मेंशन्ड तो एंगल को एक्यूट एंगल मान के मैं चलूंगा. सो वी हैव टू यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. ओके, सो tan theta is what? Tan theta is equal to mod of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Okay, so what is m2? m2 is 3. What is m1? That is -1/3 divided by 1 plus what is m1? That is this one, and what is m2? That is 3. इसका mod. So 3 plus 1/3 that is 10/3 and this is 1 minus 1. इसका mod that is 10/3 by 0 and this is equal to infinity. That means tan theta is equal to infinity. What does it mean? Tan theta is equal to infinity means, you know, tan 90 degree is infinity. Infinity means not defined. So what is theta? So theta will be equal to 90 degree. That means the lines under consideration are perpendicular to each other. Okay, clear? चलते हैं नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम में. This is your problem number 2. What is the problem? Find the angle between lines with slopes √3 and 0. Okay. So इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा? Say slope of line 1 is m1, it's equal to √3, and slope of another line, say m2, that is equal to 0. Okay, तो एंगल फाइंड आउट करना है, तो यूज दिस फॉर्मूला. वी नो tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Okay, where theta is the angle between the given lines. Okay, so put the values of m1, m2. What is m1? That is √3. What is m2? That is 0 minus √3 divided by 1 plus √3 into 0. Okay, इसका mod, that is minus √3, diameter is 0, and this is equal to √3, because mod of negative number means positive. Okay, so we got tan theta is equal to √3. You know, this is equal to tan 60 degree. Therefore, theta is equal to 60 degree. So this is your answer. The angle between the given lines is 60 degree. Clear? चलिए next problem देखा जाए. So this is problem number 3. Find for what value of the slope m of a line another line with slope 1/5 is perpendicular. तो दो लाइन है, slope of one line is given, that is 1/5. What will be the value of the slope of another line, ताकि ये दोनों स्ट्रेट लाइन परपेंडिकुलर हो जाए. ओके, सॉल्यूशन क्या है? Say the slope of the line under consideration is m. Okay, say this is equal to m1. Slope of another line, say this is m2, that is equal to 1/5. This is given. Okay, so you know from condition of perpendicularity between two lines, m1 into m2, that is equal to -1. Product of the slopes will be -1 if the lines are perpendicular to each other. So what is m1? That is m here, into what is m2? That is 1/5, that is equal to -1. So obviously m will be equal to -5. So this is your answer. Okay, I think the solution is clear. चलते हैं नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम में. दिस इज प्रॉब्लम नंबर 4. व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? इफ द एंगल बिटवीन टू लाइन्स इज 45 डिग्री and the slope of one line is 1/3, find the slope of the other line. Okay, तो इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या क्या होगा? व्हाट इज गिवन? थीटा इज इक्वल टू 45 डिग्री, एंगल बिटवीन द लाइन्स. ओके. Slope of one line is 1/3. से किसी भी एक लाइन का स्लोप है m1, that is equal to 1/3. This is also given. I have to find out the slope of other line. से other line का स्लोप को आप m2 बोलिए, से m2 is equal to m. So we have to find out this slope. Okay, clear? So use the formula. We know tan theta is equal to modulus of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Okay. What is theta? That is 45 degree. So what is tan 45 degree? That is 1. So obviously this will be equal to 1 because theta is 45 degree and tan 45 degree is equal to 1. Clear? What is m2? That is m minus what is m1? That is 1/3 divided by 1 plus m1 is 1/3 and m2 is m, so it will be m/3. This is equal to 1. Okay. So क्योंकि मैं बोला हूं किसी भी नंबर का मॉड, अगर कोई भी नंबर होता है, मॉड को अगर रिमूव कर दिया जाए तो इट विल बी इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस दैट नंबर. अर्थात इफ mod of x is equal to 1, then what will be x? X will be equal to plus minus 1 because mod of plus minus 1 is equal to 1. Previous टॉपिक में मैं बोला हूं. तो अकॉर्डिंगली आई कैन से m minus 1/3 by 1 plus m/3 is equal to 1, case 1, and case 2 क्या है? m minus 1/3 by 1 plus m/3, that is equal to minus 1 according to this concept. So if we simplify, what will we get? m minus 1/3, that is equal to 1 plus m/3, that is m minus m/3, that is equal to 1 plus 1/3. So 3m minus m twice m/3, that is equal to 3 plus 1, 4/3. 3 cancels, that is m is equal to 2. So one value you are getting, that is m is equal to 2. Clear? So what will be the other value? Here m minus 1/3, that is equal to minus of 1 minus of m/3. If you cross multiply this, you will get this. So m plus 1 by m/3, that is equal to minus 1 plus 1/3. So this is 4m/3, that is equal to minus 2/3. 3 cancels out. So after simplification you will get m is equal to minus 2/4, that is minus 1/2. So this is another value of m. So what is the answer? Answer is m is one value to another value minus half. Clear? Okay, चलिए चलते हैं नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम में. दिस इज प्रॉब्लम नंबर 5. What is the problem? If slopes of two lines m1 and m2 satisfy m1 plus m2 is equal to 4 and m1 into m2 is equal to 1, then find the angle between them. Okay, दो लाइन है जिसका स्लोप गिवन है m1 and m2 और ये स्लोप ये दो रिलेशन को सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. तो दोनों लाइन का बीच का एंगल क्या होगा वो निकालना है. राइट? तो इसको सॉल्व करने के पहले एक अलजेब्रा का एक कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर लेना चाहिए जो आपने सीखे होंगे क्लास 8-9 में कि a माइनस बी का होल स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू क्या होगा, ए स्क्वायर माइनस ट्वाइस ए बी प्लस बी स्क्वायर. बेसिक फॉर्मूला है. तो इसको ऐसे भी तो लिख सकता हूं, a प्लस बी का होल स्क्वायर माइनस 4 इंटू ए इंटू बी, क्योंकि दिस विल बी इक्वल. सो दिस फॉर्मूला विल यूज हियर इन दिस प्रॉब्लम. ओके, तो देखा जाए. इफ द एंगल बिटवीन द लाइन इज थीटा, then what will be tan theta? You know, tan theta is this one, that is modulus of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Okay, so m2 minus m1 by what is m1 into m2, that is 1, so it will be 1 plus 1, that is 2. So I can write it in the form m2 minus m1 का modulus divided by 2. Okay, so if I can find out mod of m2 minus m1, then I can get the angle theta. Okay, so now my target is what is m2 minus m1 का mod. Okay, गिवन क्या है, m1 प्लस m2 that is equal to 4 and m1 into m2 that is equal to 1. Okay, now use this formula to know the value of m2 minus m1. m2 minus m1 का होल स्क्वायर क्या होगा, that is m2 प्लस m1 का होल स्क्वायर माइनस 4 इंटू m1 इंटू m2 अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस फॉर्मूला. ओके, सो व्हाट इज m2 प्लस m1, that is given as 4 minus 4 into what is m1 into m2 that is 1. So 16 minus 4 that is equal to 12. So m2 minus m1 का होल स्क्वायर क्या हो गया, that is 12. So what is m2 minus m1, that is equal to plus minus root over 12. That is plus minus root over 12 means 4 into 3. So 2 root 3. 2 root 3. Clear? This is your m2 minus m1. Then what is mod of m2 minus m1? That is equal to plus minus 2 root 3 का mod, that is equal to 2 root 3, because modulus always gives positive result. Okay, so now it's very easy. So if you remove this space, we got m2 minus m1 का mod क्या था, that is 2 root 3. Okay, put the value here, is 2 root 3 by 2, that is equal to root 3. So tan theta is equal to root 3. That means tan theta is equal to root 3, and root 3 means tan 60 degree. Therefore, theta is equal to 60 degree. So the angle between the lines is 60 degree. Clear? चलिए चलते हैं और एक प्रॉब्लम में. So this is problem number 6. What is the problem? If the angle between two lines with slopes m1 and m2 is 30 degree and their slopes satisfy m1 square plus m2 square is equal to 10, then find m1 into m2. Okay, तो दो लाइन है जिसका स्लोप m1 एवं m2 है, और दोनों लाइन का बीच में एंगल क्या है, 30 डिग्री. और ये जो स्लोप है एक रिलेशन को सेटिस्फाई कर रहा है. व्हाट इज द रिलेशन? m1 स्क्वायर प्लस m2 स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू 10. देन फाइंड m1 इंटू m2. ओके, सो इसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होगा? Here the angle between the lines is 30 degree. So theta is equal to 30 degree. Okay, you know what is tan theta? We have learned from previous session. Tan theta is this one, that is modulus of m2 minus m1 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Okay, and what is tan 30 degree? Tan 30 degree is 1 by root 3. We know from trigonometry. Okay, so if you say this is equation number 1, so if you square both sides of equation number 1, what will you get? You will get m2 minus m1 का whole square divided by 1 plus m1 m2 का whole square, that is equal to 1 by 3. Yes, agree? So apply a minus b whole square, a square minus twice ab plus b square, that is m1 square plus m2 square minus twice m1 into m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2 का whole square, that is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so due to lack of space मैं इसको क्लियर कर दे रहा हूं. So put m1 into m2 is equal to x. Okay, so what will be this equation now? m1 square plus m2 square is equal to 10. So if you put here, so this will be 10 in place of m1 square plus m2 square minus twice into m1 into m2 we have assumed to be x divided by 1 plus x का whole square, that is equal to 1 by 3. Okay, so if you cross multiply, then this is a plus b whole square, so x square plus twice x plus 1, that is equal to 3 into 10, 30 minus 3 into 2, 6x. That is x square. If you transfer the right hand side to left hand side, so you'll get x square plus 8x minus 29 is equal to 0. Clear? So this is what? This is a quadratic equation. Okay. So मिडिल टर्म फैक्टर से इसको फैक्टराइज करना संभव नहीं है. तो देन व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन? वी हैव टू यूज श्रीधर आचार्य's formula. Okay. तो व्हाट इज श्रीधर आचार्य's formula? You have already learned from my previous session कि if ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, which is the general form of a quadratic equation, then what is x? X will be equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. Okay. So if you compare this equation with the general form of quadratic equation, what will you get? You will get a is equal to 1, b is equal to 8 and c is equal to minus 29. Okay. If you compare this one with this general form of quadratic equation. Clear? So what will be x now? So x will be minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by twice a. Put the values of a, b and c. So this is minus 8 plus minus root over 8 square is 64 minus 4 into 1 into minus 29 by twice into a is 1, that is 2. So minus 8 plus minus root over 64 minus minus plus 29 into 4. 29 into 2, 58 into 2, that is 116 divided by 2, that is minus 8 plus minus root over 116 plus 64, that is 180 by 2, that is minus 8 plus minus 45 into 4. What is square root of 180? That is 45 into 4. 45 means 9 into 5. 9 into 5, that is 3 into 2. 9 ka square root 3, 4 ka square root 2. 3 into 2, 6 root over 5. So this will be 6 root over 5. Okay. Divided by 2. So if you cancel 2, then you'll get minus 4 plus minus 3 root over 5. Okay. This will be your answer. So this will be your answer. So what is m1 into? So m1, what is x? X means m1 into. So m1 m2 is equal to minus 4 plus minus 3 root over 5. Okay, this is your answer. Clear? तो आज यहाँ तक कैसे angle of two straight lines when slopes of the straight lines are given का फॉर्मूला को प्रयोग करके डिफरेंट स्लोप बेस्ड प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व किया गया है. आई थिंक this session is very clear to you all. If there is any problem, please write down your problem in the comment box. I'll resolve it. अगर ये सेशन आपको अच्छा लगा है तो प्लीज़ डू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. Thank you all for watching this video. Wait for my next video. Thank you.